All right. Uh, hey, how's it going, Agwu? Give me 1 second. I just started the stream. Posting it on Discord right now. All right. You fixed your old computer? Nice. What was wrong with it? Also, how'd that website go? I remember you sent me some stuff. Your website, your school related website. Wi-Fi would not work. Oh yeah, I had a similar issue with my laptop. I think it was an old laptop, and I think the Wi-Fi card or something just. Actually, I don't know. It might have been the OS too, because it would work, but like from time to time, the internet would just go out, and I had to like restart the like Wi-Fi setting. Eventually, I just switched to yeah, it was Dell. It was an Alienware laptop. Um, Eventually, I just switched to Ethernet. Your Wi-Fi card had a dent in it. I see. Yeah, maybe it's just the thing with Dell. I mean, the laptop was old. I mean, relatively old. It was like from 2016, and it was like, I used it basically for everything. Work, school, programming, gaming, you name it. Oh, they failed a lot? That would make sense. I mean, it lasted for like 6+ years. I gave it to my friend, the laptop, and I warned him about it. He hasn't complained about it so far, so it could have just been the OS. Maybe it was just old or something. I mean, it was Windows 10, but maybe I just didn't update. There was like a driver that I think I needed to fix. So yeah, what I was planning to do today was I was just gonna I'm gonna try to optimize the game, but I'm also pretty relaxed on it. Like I don't care too much. Like the game runs fine the way it is. So if anybody has any questions or they want me to like try out a mechanic in like a new project, I can do that too. Like kind of like a tutorial almost. Like I'll show you guys how to do it. To the best of my knowledge. Obviously, I'm not a Godot pro, but yeah, I'll try my best. But for now, we'll just work on my. Can I export to run it on Mac? Right now, I can't do it right now. I have to do it on my laptop, on this one right here. I could, you know what? I'll do it right now while we're waiting. I have to. Oh no, it's gonna take so long, bro. Because I haven't compiled a Mac version yet. Like I would have to do that first. But I'll do it today. Or if not today, I'll do it tomorrow morning. I promise. Yeah, it's just my brain wasn't ready for that. Sorry. But if we figure out, yeah, I'll do it I'll have it out by tomorrow. I promise. Compiling is just annoying for me. Like, I'm probably going to make a. Can I do it on a Windows? Yeah, I can, but like everything is on my Linux computer right now. Yeah. What do I want to do? All right, so we're gonna go into World 2. I think we're going to figure it out here first. So what I want to do, you'll see that like we have all of these rooms here, and basically what I do is every time you enter a room, I set like physics process to like true, and like and it like checks for collisions and all of that kind of stuff. But I think ideally what we would want to do is like instance all of the rooms at the start, but then we're going to delete all of them, all of the ones that the player isn't in or like adjacent to. So when we instance the room, we should have only this room spawn in and this room spawn in. Everything else should be deleted. But the second we go into this room, we should spawn, or we should keep this room and then spawn this room. And that way there's like, it's, super seamless. Whereas with like, let's say, oh yeah, so these two would spawn, and then the second I go into this room, it would check for its adjacent rooms, and then if this one's not adjacent, we would delete it. So we'd spawn 3 rooms at a time, or I mean, it could be more than 3 rooms. It's whatever rooms are adjacent. So like for example, we have this room right here, which has 2 connections. It has this room, or 3 connections. This one, and this one. Which is fine. As long as you're not able to like switch between rooms super quickly, I think it'll be pretty nice. It's a big level. Yeah, this room is. I mean, it's over. Let's see. 7,680 pixels to the right. And then in distance, it's like, let's see. Negative. I mean, this doesn't represent the game, but yeah, negative 5,000 pixels. And we're going in increments of 320 by 180. Can I send the game on Reddit, or can you? So right now there's only a Windows version. I can send that. Here, I'll send you the. This is the Windows version right here. You click on download now. No thanks. And then right here. This is the latest version, 2 days ago. Okay, so yeah, you can play it on Windows. Yeah, but I'll do the Mac thing tonight. I could also run it on, like, let's say if I'm able to optimize this, I think we could run it on browser too. It's just that the only issue with browser is that I can't capture the mouse like inside the window. So it's like if you're using mouse and keyboard, you might get a little frustrated if I run it in browser. Last time it just got stuck on the Godot screen. Interesting. All right. I'll have to figure out. Hey, how's it going, DV? Welcome. Yeah. So I haven't done much during the stream, but I'm just explaining what I plan on doing. But at the same time, it's not like a priority at the moment. I'm just streaming because I'm kind of bored. So if you have any questions about Godot or anything like that, or you want me to test out a mechanic for you, see how it works, or like show you how to do something, yeah, just let me know. I don't mind, straying away from this. Unless we're deep into it. Unless I figure out how to do it perfectly. And we get caught up. But for now, it's a chill stream. So let's see. I remember writing something about this, like spawn rooms right here. Rooms and rooms get current room named, I get name, and rooms not get name. Let's see if we actually run spawn rooms. So we have this function, delete rooms not in section. Let's find in file, spawn rooms. I remember trying this out and we had like a Stack Overflow issue. In World 0 func, yeah, these are both functions, and yeah, we tried putting it in our process room function, but it didn't turn out so nicely. And I think I remember trying it in our ready function, but the issue with that was that, yeah, there was a Stack Overflow. Rooms.append, I believe, is probably, yeah, rooms.getChild, find adjacent room. Find adjacent room was giving us issues in the past. So we might want to like either make a timer to wait for this kind of thing, or like just figure out like, I don't know, a more, I don't know. Let's just test it out. I'm also gonna check if we can do like if we can like wait for a function to finish. I'm gonna see if that's an option in Godot. I'm pretty good, pretty good. I've taken a small break since I released the game, or released the demo, because well, yeah, we just needed that break. And I'm doing a game jam on the 13th, so once that's done, I'll get back into like, I don't know, hardcore development of this game. But at the same time, I do need to also work on the Kickstarter. I think the game is fine the way it is. We might do some polishing from time to time, but yeah, it's basically done. Yo, how's it going, Dev Waffle? It has been a while. I haven't been streaming. Last time I streamed was probably like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. You've been ill? Yeah. 'Tis the season, right? Alright, so we're going to first check for adjacent rooms. I'm just gonna get, honestly, I think I'm gonna make a new function here. We'll start from scratch. So find room order. We're gonna grab the first room, which is, I mean, I think we already have a reference to it. Maybe not. We'll do this. Registering rooms. Of our first room. It's usually gonna spawn in with the first room, but we might want to make like save points and stuff like that, and we'd want to change this to like spawning room or something like that. For now, we'll just leave it like this to keep things simple. So var first room is, oh wait. Well, we'll keep it as spawning room. No, we'll keep it as first room. I'm so indecisive. I also haven't coded in like a week. Var first room is equal to, first room path. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I think, oh yeah, we were in world 7. I'm gonna keep it on world demo. Alright. Node path, fire room. Your email was banned from Google? Well, I'll see you around, DevWaffle. Yeah, it's bound. If you're talking about the game jam, it's bound to any Gmail. So if you just make another Gmail, just you should be able to do it. All right, first room is equal to room 0, and then we need to make an array of rooms. This part is hard actually, because will it be an array of rooms, or should we do it like a linked list of some kind, or like a tree? For now, let's do a tree, an array. We'll see what we can do from there. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, we'll do an array. What do I imagine my game to become at the end of the day? At the end of today, or like a metaphorical day? Because at the end of the day of today, the game will be the same. It's just going to be more optimized. We'll have like increased frame rates for like low end, like low spec PCs. So like, hopefully you can play this game on a potato. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm sure there's other things that I can do to optimize the game, but I think this one will. This is like I don't know. I feel like it would be a powerful fix. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but who knows? It is nice though, because if I decide to make like super huge levels, like I mean, I think our level right now is pretty big, but like let's say we wanted to make a level that's like 10 times this size, we wouldn't have any frame rate issues or anything like that. A metaphor. I don't know, like, you know, I dream like, you know, that this game becomes, you know, amazing, or like, you know, I'm super proud of it. But yeah, that all takes time. Like I would love to turn this game into like a series, you know what I mean? With like different mechanics for every new version, or like maybe even like there's combat involved and stuff like that. Like it doesn't have to be just a platformer. That would be pretty cool to me. But I would also like to work on different I don't know, like different themes. Like I would love to work on like a futuristic game, or like a simulation type of game. Which would be possible in this kind of realm. Like we're not really bound to anything. This is all fantasy. Like there could be guns in this game, or you know, stuff like that. I would just have to figure out how to like include it into the lore. All right, so collect rooms. We'll start off with this first room, and what we're going to say is, well, we need to go into our first room and get adjacent rooms. And I think we already have a function for that. Let's see. Find adjacent room checkpoints. Yield timer for checkpoint indoors.get children. Checkpoint.get check for adjacent rooms. So let's go into our checkpoint function, or I think it's called a room switcher. Hey, how's it going, Origins? Origins, are you DevWaffle? I'm assuming. Adjacent room. Check for adjacent rooms. So we have a timer. Get ceiling. If adjacent room that is colliding, we say adjacent room direction is cast right. There's nothing that actually adds a new like variable, but we could do that right now. And I think what we would want to do is also return something. Right now it doesn't return anything. This is kind of like, wait, let's see. If temp node that has room adjacent light is equal to false. So this unfortunately is only for adding lights. We're going to have to say right here before we run this if statement, or honestly we could run it after this. I've kind of canceled out this function right now. We've removed lights altogether. But yeah, we'll do it here. So we'll say return. I think we'll want to return the parent. And we'll say adjacent room currently is some sort of parent. Or honestly, we could set it to a variable. No, we'll just return it. So we'll return the... Actually, we don't want to return the object. We want to return the name. Because we're going to be deleting all of these rooms pretty soon. So we'll say return temp node dot get parent. Or temp node dot current room. Let me see. It's been a hot minute since I worked on this. There's nothing that says current room. But we could add it right now. We could say room is adjacent. We'll have to do this in the room itself. So func set room or set checkpoint parent. Oh, you're sinister. Okay. Oh, were you? I didn't see you type earlier. But yeah, welcome, sinister. So for a checkpoint and get children, we'll say checkpoint dot, what was it, room parent or something like that. Parent room. Parent room is equal to self. And we'll actually say parent room name, because yeah, sometimes these rooms won't exist. So we'll say parent room name is equal to self dot room, or we'll just say room name. Parent room name. And let's just print this out. We'll need to make sure we do this before everything else. Player entered. Let's do this here. And I think there's one other issue. We're going to be deleting and like instancing these rooms over and over again, or like every time we switch back to like previous rooms. I'm wondering if that's gonna mess with us. We'll find out. All right, so we'll put it here. Set checkpoint parent room. I'm just going to get very detailed with these function names so I don't confuse myself. Find adjacent room checkpoints. So for checkpoint indoors, checkpoint dot, check for adjacent room. Check for adjacent room. Do we run that here? Or do we run that on... Yeah, we shouldn't put it in the ready function. Find adjacent rooms, check. Oh, we do put it in the ready function. This might give us some problems. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this in a new project. We're gonna test this out, like if it works like in a standalone project, and then we'll go from there. Second. All right. So we'll call this our world. Save that as our world. I'm gonna make a new scene. Call this room. New scene. Call this checkpoint. And we'll be pretty quick about it. So let's just design a quick room. Well, actually, let's design the checkpoint really quick. All we're gonna do is an area 2D. Add a collision shape. It'll be pretty basic. And then we're gonna want to add 2 raycasts. So yeah, it'll look like that. Let's add, just add a simple polygon here. All right, these will be our checkpoints. And then in our room, we'll add let's add a tile map. How do you do the thing in the second room? What do you mean? All right, so we're gonna have a simple room here. Like that. And then with 2 checkpoints. Oh, these are pretty small checkpoints. Honestly, they just need to be big enough to touch each other on the borders, so should be fine like this. Could scale it up though. What's the size here? It's 24. I'll leave it like that. The white thing in the second room, the white line. That's not in the second room, is it? You're talking about... Yeah. This is the second room. Or are you talking about something like... Did I spawn the game in the wrong section? Or like did I build the game in the wrong section? Because this, if you're talking about lines, are you talking about this? Lines like this? If you're talking about this, you can dash out. So if you click out, you should be able to spawn out. Or as long as you're not going in the same direction. So if you're going in the same direction like this and then you dash out to the right, you'll hit it again. But if you were to do it right here, you would dash out and come here. If you Oh, you can't use that. That's not a line for you. It's just okay, I see what you're talking about now. You're talking about like these things right here. Or yeah, okay. So, yeah, you went up here and you used it's not meant to like you can go back. You can see you go back here and then you go back down. Those are like it's basically a collectible. See, this doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, you just progress down this way. It's a collectible. I'll have to maybe figure out a better way to like show that to the player. Okay. Alright, so we have each of these rooms now. In our world, we'll keep adding, like new instances of rooms. So we'll have room 1, room 2. Oh, the only issue is that usually each of our rooms are saved. So like, what we'll do? We'll do instead. We'll name this room 1. We'll do this in increments of, well, we'll do 3 rooms for now. So room 1. Oops. Room 2 and room 3. You like the soundtrack? Nice. We might change it pretty soon. I can show you guys what the new soundtrack might sound like. But it's still a work in progress. Let's see. So the next thing we want to do is make sure in our rooms that we actually set these spawn points as the like parent name. So like, we'll create a script here. Call it room 1. Oh shit. Well, we need to make sure that we put these in all of these rooms, but for now, let's do this. You know what? I'm actually going to delete these 2 rooms for now. So it's like a platformer. Yeah, it is exactly. It is. It is a platformer. Okay. So we set the rooms. Another thing that we want to do is also when we process this room, so we're going to make another function called process room. And in process room, this is where we'll find all of the adjacent rooms. I'm trying to think what else we need. Yeah, let's do find func find. All right. So in find adjacent rooms, we're going to iterate through each of our checkpoints, and I guess we could put it in the room itself. We could say, the adjacent room names are so and so. But the only issue is that actually no, I don't think we can do this because sometimes this room won't exist, and if we create a new instance of a room, it won't have those. Won't have those adjacent rooms anymore. So we would have to do it in our world function. At this, I guess at the start of our world function, we would iterate through every room, find what rooms are adjacent to what. So maybe we should make a dictionary, and then that dictionary would have all those adjacent rooms. And we would just like iterate through rooms 1, 2, and 3. Or like whatever rooms we have. Alright, let's try it out. Delete this. Let's make sure our rooms are perfect though. So we want room 1, we have checkpoints. I'm glad you like the game. Yeah, we'll do this in our world. So let's duplicate this. Room 2. So the issue with making levels randomly generate or like procedurally generating rooms for a platformer is that it's hard to design rooms that, it's hard to make well-designed levels that are procedurally generated. Unfortunately, if it was a different type of game like a roguelike or something, that would be possible. But this game relies on like handcrafted rooms, or like they need to like progressively teach the players certain mechanics, and it would be really hard to procedurally generate that kind of thing. Can't say it's impossible, but it's like I feel like you would have to be like a god at level design to figure that sort of thing out. Like even like, platformers nowadays don't have any sort of procedural generation. Yeah, I mean, I would love to procedurally generate rooms. It's actually one of my favorite things to do, but I just can't do it for a platformer. Like a shooter type of game, or like a roguelike, or like a bullet hell, it would be a lot easier. because you can like set certain parameters for a room, and then these are the type of enemies you have, stuff like that, and it would work. All right. All right, so we're doing the. I think we'll want to save it as room names rather than like actual paths, because we are going to delete all of these rooms from time to time. Yeah, I honestly, I've been trying to avoid making a tutorial. Like, I would like for the player to like just realize, or like kind of subconsciously learn the mechanics. But yeah, it's kind of hard to design levels like that. I'm thinking now I'm probably going to add like some sort of text box and like stuff like that. You did the third room. Oh my goodness. Damn. If you can record it, that'd be nice, so I can see how you play. Because it helps when I can, understand what like people are struggling with. For room and get children, rooms dictionary is equal to an array. We're gonna say room name, I believe. So did we already put this into our script? Room name. I mean, we could just say get name. No, we'll say room name. What? What is this? Can be satisfied. There we go. All right. Or if you want, we could we can hop onto a call, whichever one you prefer, and like you could stream it for me. But probably, yeah, if you could record it, that'd be ideal, so I can like observe it, you know, in a non-biased manner. Alright, so we'll just put this in our ready function, see if this works. I mean, it should work. Collect rooms. Oops. Collect rooms. Alright, so yeah, we have room 1, room 2, and room 3 printed out on the bottom here. You guys can't see that, but it's there, I promise. What we could do is technically change scene to hat. Nah, it'd be too much work. Let's just leave it the way it is. Alright, so we have each of these rooms. And then what we need to do now is whenever we hit one of these hitboxes, we don't actually have a player yet, so let's make one right now. Change this to kinematic body. Or you know what? Actually, make it an OTD. We'll add an area 2D. Collision shape. Hey, how's it going, Commander TPT? I don't think I've seen you before. Your name doesn't sound familiar, but welcome. How's it going? Nice, Egwu. Thank you, man. I gotta put people in the credits. Remind me to put you in the credits for like people who have play tested the game and stuff. I see. Are you a game dev? Or interested in game dev or a programmer? So yeah, currently we are just testing out it's not really a mechanic, it's more of like a design thing for our game where we want to optimize like placing rooms and stuff. So I can show you what the game looks like. This is the game. Show it off really quick. It's a platformer similar to Celeste, if you've heard of that game. Pretty basic stuff here. It gets it gets more complex as we go through the story. But yeah, this is the game. I guess the core loop. And yeah, you get more. There's more mechanics as you go forward. But yeah, right now what we're doing is you can see how my world is built. It's kind of like just a bunch of scenes like stitched together. And what I want to do is make sure that if we aren't near any of these rooms, that we're basically just deleting them. Um, and what I've done in the past, and then technically what I'm doing right now, is I basically just set like all of the processing of each of these objects to false. But I feel like that's not enough. I feel like we should just delete them all together. And when the player is nearby, that's when we should like instance these rooms. So that's what I'm doing right now. But there's like so much like honestly, there is some spaghetti in my game right now, so I'm trying it out. I plan on refactoring the game pretty soon, but I do want to see if this concept would work in like a standalone project, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, the game is hard, but yeah, even if you struggle, I mean, if you struggle, don't worry about it. Like, you don't have to try to beat the game. There's also an option to play the game in a slower pace at zero point 0.8 speed. It's 20% slower. Um, that could help if if your reflexes aren't fast enough. But then sometimes like understanding what to do could also be a problem. But if you are struggling with that, that's something that would help me. I like to make parts for games if I need them, but almost never need them. I see. So you're like working on like engines and stuff, like making your own engine, for example. I also like to make small games. I usually do like game jam games and stuff like that. I think I'm more into the front end. I do like developing like well, I haven't developed any like simulations and stuff like that, but that's something that I'm really into. But I just think it's not difficult. It's just time consuming, and I wouldn't know how to turn that into a game unless I spent like a really long time on it. So yeah, I like focusing now on like level design or like game design, like making fun mechanics, stuff like that. But thank you. All the boring data transmissions and stuff. I see. Yeah, that kind of stuff is cool. It honestly, it anything with networking, I haven't even like explored in the slightest. I feel like if I were to make an online game, I would probably have someone else handle like it. If I made an online game, I would want to do it in a team and have someone handle that aspect of it. I enjoy, yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the front end animations and you know making it look cool, making it look satisfying, responsive, stuff like that. Except for Godot's current ENet multiplayer, how does it work? Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about it. It's on your channel. Oh, you've already played it. Let's see. I have to go onto YouTube. Give me 1 second. Or like onto my YouTube account to like click on your profile. It doesn't let me just like click your link. Actually, yeah, it's gonna give me an option. All right, so yeah, I feel like you're gonna. One thing I noticed when you were jumping on walls, for some reason you weren't like jumping off the walls, and I'm not sure why. Oh my goodness. All right, so one thing, yeah, it's. I think there's several core mechanics that you aren't utilizing here. Oh wait, you got through. How'd you get through? Wow, you. That's impressive. That wasn't even. I mean, I guess it's possible, but it wasn't intentional that you have to do it this way, where you're trying to go underneath. Yeah, like you did it right there. So let me see. Yeah, like that makes sense. So I wonder. So if you're using mouse and keyboard, if you hold right click, you can climb walls. By the way. That's something that I guess is not really taught. Here, I can show you. You can see I was playing Bannerlord lately. Oh my goodness, where's So yeah, a few things I noticed. I tried to eliminate this problem with people jumping, but I'm trying to figure out how you. Yeah, like this was how you were jumping, and like I guess if you spam it, that could happen. But like right now, I'm spamming the jump button, and I'm still able to get across. So, like the way you're getting across looked like this, which was weird to me that it was slow. But yeah, like it should look clean, you know, like it should look like that. That's the intention. And then as for like, here, I'll show you some different rooms. Also, yeah, the climb mechanic is also like super important. So yeah, like you can just do this. Like yeah, you can still get across by just dashing through, but yeah. Holding right click, it's kind of hard to understand, but holding right click allows you to stay on the wall that you hold. Like if you're holding right and jump, you do that. If you hold right and don't climb, you jump to the opposite side. So I'm not holding right click, I'll jump to the opposite side. But if I hold right click, I could jump over. It's not super intuitive, I guess. So I need to figure out a better way to teach that to the player. It's a mechanic that's in the Celeste game, but yeah. So yeah. That's how you do that. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what else. So yeah, you went down there, but like literally you can just do this. And it doesn't really matter if you're holding right or left. Once you hit this wall, you can do that and it'll work. Or I can hold right. Oh, that was a bad example. But yeah, you can dash up, hold right, and then jump across. Let's see what else. This one you can also dash just right over, but yeah, you could also. I put these walls there in case someone relied on that mechanic, where they need to grab this wall and then jump here and then go through here. But it's not necessary. It might, yeah. I mean, it is like the thing is everyone's different. Like everyone plays in a different way, and like platformers are one of those types of games where like either. I mean, I don't think the mechanics are hard to learn, but yeah, they're very different from like typical RPG or like an RPG or an FPS or something like that. Um, I mean, this game focuses on movement, so the movement mechanics are usually, I don't know, like a lot different from what people are used to. Unless you've played Celeste, then you would know how it works. But yeah, obviously I'm like speedrunning it because I developed this room. But yeah, there's like a bunch of options. I mean, this one shouldn't be too like technically you can just climb all the way up if you wanted to. All right, I'll see you, Agbu. Thanks for playing, bro. I'll consider like I'll have to watch your video again to see if there's certain things that I need to do. It bugs me though, like seeing someone struggle with my game. It's like it's not the worst feeling in the world, but it's like it's stressful for me because like it makes me think, oh shit, I'm doing something wrong here. All right, so we kind of got distracted. I already forgot what we were doing. I think we have our worlds. Yeah, we have it setting the right room. So we have room 1, room 2, room 3. I'm going to zoom out the camera, and we're going to add our player here. Oh, yeah, we were working on the player. So add a player script. It's going to be very simple. We're going to create a func physics process. If input let's just do that for now. And we should probably make this room bigger so that we can see the we'll make we'll zoom out the camera and we'll make the player bigger and the area bigger. Honestly, we don't have to worry too much about hitboxes because we're just gonna breeze through these rooms here. Room name. What happened here? Oh. Alright, so pretty basic stuff. And now let's do this. All right, so yeah, it's pretty stupid looking, but what we want to do is make sure that, we spawn in this room, we should spawn this one right here, and then after that, if we were to enter this room, we should spawn both of these rooms, and then if we were to enter this room, we want to delete this room. And then if we were to go back, it would spawn the same exact room, like it would grab the correct, location there. Hey, how's it going, Dragon Skull? So we have each of these rooms. At this point, I think we can add the adjacent rooms as like references, or the adjacent room names. So room 1 is going to have room 2, room 2 is going to have room 1 and 3, and then room 3 is just going to have room 2. Give me 1 second. All right. So I think we'll want to do this. Actually, our checkpoints wouldn't matter at the moment. Let's just do create the room list. So we've collected the rooms, and now we want to collect the adjacent rooms. So what we'll do here. The only thing is that this is only going to be in the first instance. So we would have to grab the room and then grab its children and then grab the adjacent rooms from that. So we will add this to our checkpoint. So we can create a signal here. Oh no, we can't create a signal. We'll just create it with our raycast though. So func, we'll do it in our physics process for now. Or you know what? How's it going, Adam? Welcome. Yeah, we're working on like a new approach to like placing levels or placing rooms. It's more of like an optimization backend sort of thing rather than like any new mechanics at the moment. So check for adjacent rooms. We're just gonna say raycast. Say raycast right. Which one is this? Oh, we have to fix these. It should never happen that we have two of these or both of these happening, but we'll just check for it. Yeah, we'll put a. Honestly, we would return. So if something happens here, we'll just return and it'll ignore this code here. So we're going to be colliding with another checkpoint. So what we'll do here is if raycast, let's see, raycast left dot is colliding, or no, dot get collider. Equal to parent room name. So we have well, we have room name. Let's call this parent room name. Or yeah, I'll call it parent room name. So at this point, we return this. Turn left room. We aren't checking for the types, but we'll do that in our main project later on. Turn right room. All right. I'm going to call this So at this point, we collect the rooms, and then after we've collected all of our rooms, this is when we'll add the raycasts, or I mean, this is when we'll like run through each of our rooms and then run through each of our checkpoints. I think that's how we'll do it. Oh my goodness. You know, for now, I think we're going to run through this. All right, so they're all null at the moment. There we go. Room 1 is room 2, room 2 is room 1, and room 3 is room 2, and null. So we want to make sure if it's null, if nothing shows up, that we just exclude it. That's strange, actually, because we're returning. Oh, it's returning null because one of these has to run. Wait, no, that's not true. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. We could iterate through each of these, and like, if it is null, we could ignore it. Like, I guess it depends on the number of checkpoints we have in each room. So, like, if room 1 has 3 checkpoints, we're gonna get 3 different. We're gonna get 2 nulls here. Yeah. Hmm. It's the index of that room. I mean, we could just throw an index, but it's still showing null for the left room though. Wonder why. Oh wait, it worked for the first one, or it worked for the last one, but the first one, because we have 3, there's a null here for some reason. So yeah, if we set it to null, it should be. We check if it's null, and it's null here. It's weird. We only get 1, 2. We should have 3 nulls here, but we only have 2. Huh? Are we colliding with the player? No. Alright, so yeah, this is correct. And then if we put one more, spawn in one more, run it again, we get a null. What the hell? None of these are colliding, so we are returning. You know what? Let's do this. Still no. What the hell? So yeah, room 2 seems to work fine. It's just room 1 that's messing with us. Wait, let me put more instances here. Okay, yeah. So it still happens here. We get... It's so weird that we're only getting some of them to show up, but not all of them. Look at this. They're all under checkpoints. Oh, wait a second. If we're removing it, and then we're not seeing the index. That's why. I think. I'm a little slow brain today. Nope, that didn't fix it. We're getting null, null, null. Then we remove 1. Hey, how's it going, Moonstriker? We're just messing with how to like spawn rooms in like an efficient manner, so to speak. This is still the same game. This is still memory. It's just I'm doing it in a separate project so I don't confuse myself with like I guess the concept of trying to make this work. And we're so close. I mean, it could work like this. It's just bugging me that we're getting a few nulls. Like, it's perfect here. Room 1 is room 2. Wait! No, yeah. So, yeah, it works like this, but... Ideally, I would like to keep... Let me see something. Checkpoint checkpoints like at children. Adjacent rooms append checkpoint. Get adjacent room var index 4. Adjacent room in adjacent rooms. If the adjacent room is equal to null, we remove it from the index. Either that, or we just keep... Honestly, what we could do is just not remove anything. And then we would get 1 null here. We would get another room here. And then another one here, but with null. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, so we'll leave it like that for now. The next thing to do is actually, I think this is the hard part, is like instancing the correct room or getting the correct path. So basically, if we're in this room, we only want this room to instance. If we're in this room, oh, and we're also gonna have to save like the global position and everything. That's gonna be, it's gonna be kind of annoying. I guess we could do that at the start. We could create. I think we would want to do it maybe in an array. We just say var room positions is equal to something. So yeah, var room. All right, so now we have a good reference for that. Only, actually, I think maybe what we should do instead is before we add these adjacent rooms, maybe we should append this. Like the beginning will be the first raycast. I mean, like index 0 would be the global position, and then everything else would be. But that could be confusing. We could also make the dictionary have 2 raycasts, or I'm sorry, 2 arrays. I don't know, guys. Start. So another thing that we could potentially do is save each of these rooms as their own resource, but I don't know. We could actually save it this way. I just realized because the rooms in the dictionary, they're gonna. I guess the order of them, they're going to match. I would assume. Uh, oops. Yeah, it's always in the correct order. Room 2, room 1, room 2, then room 3. So we wouldn't have to worry about, it ever changing. From there, what do we do? We might just leave it like this for now. There's too much to think about here. I think what I'll do is I'll do some research on the side, or like right now after the stream. And I'll see if there's like a better approach for this. Like I'm sure someone has figured it out before. And I think like the way I'm going about it right now is I think it's fine. It's just on lower, yeah, like lower end PCs, on lower end PCs, people might struggle a bit. Sorry. We'll end the stream here. Thanks for watching, everyone.